Good morning, Melbourne.
Wakey, wakey.
Wake up, Melbourne. Jason Lauren. Turn it up.
Start your morning the right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jason Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome.
How are we?
We're good. We're good. Mum's not feeling well today.
No, I'm not 100%. Just said to the team, I'm not feeling 100%, and about 4 people like me either. I think there's a bit going around at
Is
the
it
moment.
the rhinovirus?
No, now, who do we know that had that?
One of my kids had the rhinovirus.
Very common.
What's the rhinovirus?
You know Patty and Selma on The Simpsons?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like they smoked a pack of darts.
Oh,
yeah.
like laryngitis.
Huge coughs. Like,
No, I don't
you
have a
vaping?
cough.
You've been vaping? You tell me. He wasn't vaping.
No, I don't
It was
think
the
he would be
rhinovirus.
vaping.
What'll make you feel better? You know what'll make you feel better? A muff. We'll get you a muff today.
Excuse me?
A muffin from across the road.
Oh,
Way too early. Is it too early to be diving?
I think I need some fruit and veggies and some Armour Force, perhaps.
yeah, some
that seems
Armour
to be the thing that brings everybody back to life.
Dive into the muff.
Well, you always fuss over us when we're sick, so we're going to fuss over you.
Yes.
So you tell us
it's so annoying.
what you want. And
Thanks, Clint.
We're going to need a drip.
Can someone get some
I
Vicks?
love an IV.
Some Vapor
A
Rub?
muffin.
IVs
an
are all
IV.
the rage.
They really
Range.
are, aren't they?
Rage. God, it's going to be a long...
Oh, no, she's
I also
slurring.
thought it was Thursday when I woke up.
It's a bad
It's
sign.
only
be a dream.
Wednesday.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
She doesn't know where she is. We've moved
No.
on to stage 2.
No.
It's a quick virus.
Yeah.
What's the worst you've ever been sick?
When I had influenza B, A,
Yeah, right.
I thought I was going to die. I got pneumonia from it. I was like... I couldn't swallow without having like water in my mouth, so I had
Oh,
to lie in my
Jesus.
bed with a cup with a straw in it, and every time I wanted to swallow, I'd have a sip because my throat was like
Ooh.
on fire. It was bad.
I had the mumps and meningitis at the same time. Remember, my
Oh.
balls went to the size of grapefruits.
That's right. That's sick.
What?
yeah,
Well, they
it's-
shrivel up.
no.
Shrivel.
Grapefruit.
Oh, grapefruit. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
no, That
ain't shrivels.
Sorry.
Don't know how big your
I thought you
balls
meant
are.
grapes.
Yeah.
That's not ideal.
So they either the glands in your neck swell or the
Yeah.
glands down there.
Oh.
And I had to go in and
Did both swell?
no.
How
Well,
you-
I've got a fat neck anyway, so I think
Did they fit in your pants?
Yeah, how are you cutting them around?
it was terrible.
Oh, hang on. Wait, do we want to hear this?
I would hobble into the hospital, right?
What, in a gown?
No, just like I would
Did
go
you
in-
wear pants?
in a dress.
I could wear pants, no undies. I just had to
Oh, no.
loose
Freeball.
shorts, and then I would go in and get put on a drip every couple of days, just
How
because I
long
wasn't.
did you have giant balls for?
Oh, about 2 weeks.
2
Lauren,
weeks?
the most degrading thing in my life, I'm in the ER, I'm laying down on the little stretcher thing, and the doctor's like, "Can you pull down your pants?" And he goes, "I'm sorry, I just have to get some clients, some other doctors to have a look at this." And then
Oh, we
the
need
room
a
fills
second
with
opinion.
other doctors. No, because they're all like, they are massive.
Did you go, thank you?
It was
Are
degrading.
big balls a good thing?
No, not like that.
Not in that case.
Not like that. No.
That big is big.
Wow.
You don't
Yeah,
want
they were.
balls like that.
Yeah, no, they were big balls.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm coughing or like actually
I had
gagging over
barley
here.
belly once.
Oh.
And I
She's almost dying. I'm walking around with huge nads and you have barley belly.
No, well,
No,
I-
barley belly makes you feel like you're going to
Shocking.
die. When you're throwing up and shitting, pooping yourself on the bathroom floor in the shower at the same time.
That's like hearing the Queen swear. My God.
Honestly, it's the only way to describe it is
Well,
Yeah.
I was at a hotel and I did both in the bed. That wasn't
in the
ideal.
Oh, in the
bed.
bed. Clint's dead
That's
away.
a situation if ever I've heard of.
Oh, it was everything.
Do you know-
It wasn't nice.
I've had a friend.
And then
Do you
gotta
know what I
dial-
mean?
you
No,
gotta
when you're
dial
sitting on the
housekeeping.
bottom of the shower and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen
I'm
here.
dead.
And you just sit on the floor.
Did
going,
you get a,
please feel better? And you think, I promise I'll be more grateful when I feel better. I promise I'll appreciate feeling well. I promise I'll
treat
do
my
more
body
things.
really well.
I promise.
Yeah,
Just
I'm feeling
get me
good.
out of this.
Should we go to electric? Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
You do, don't you? You sit there going, I'm going to turn my life
I'm
around.
never going to be ungrateful for feeling
Yeah.
well again.
Yep.
It is funny when you're not well though. You do have that thought, don't you?
Yeah.
I reckon, above all of us, one of my wife's friends has done something much worse than all of us when it comes to
Vomiting
injuries or
and
sickness.
throwing up in the bed at the same time.
Yeah, it's horrific. You know what? I'll tell you after the next song because you're going to need
Do
a
I
minute.
want to hear it? Like
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not feeling well.
No. This
It'll
will
make you feel better.
It'll make you feel better. You'll
At least you
appreciate
haven't got
life.
big balls.
Hey,
Grapefruit sized, if you don't mind.
morning, Melbourne. Let's get into it. This is Nova. Well,
That song's really grown on me,
oh,
guys.
me too. My 2-year-old loves it.
Yeah.
He can barely speak, but he can nail the up. Apparently,
You can't.
Apparently, it's a drinking game.
What? Which bit?
I think that bit.
How do you do the drinking games? Very irresponsible. I wouldn't do that.
That's crazy.
Especially when I was 18, I wouldn't have got into that at all.
Oh, God, no. We used to play the drinking game watching that show 24 with Keith Sutherland.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime
I
with the clock.
loved 24 so much.
Yeah, with the clock. Anytime he went, damn it. You know how he used to say, damn it.
That was a sip.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. God.
I've been watching The
Blind.
Diplomat,
Big
guys.
episodes.
Second season of The Diplomat. If you liked 24, you'd like The Diplomat.
No, I want to get into
Very good.
this weekend, The Jackal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've heard that's good.
Yep. You're on the air with Margaret and David, reviewing all the big shows.
We are.
We are doing it thanks to our mates at What If. It is Aussie for Travel. I didn't get to mention before, but we've got a huge show coming up today. Your chance to get to Canada and be at the closing show of one Taylor Swift. We'll give you a chance to get on the standby list. And draft night tonight.
Tonight's the night. All these nervous 17-year-old, 18-year-old kids
Yeah.
Question.
will find
Would've been
out
a
what their
sleepless
future.
night last
Some
night.
hearts will be made and some will be broken.
Obviously, you wouldn't publicly talk about it, but surely clubs start throwing the season towards the end if they've just shanked it.
No, you can't be tanking.
Just
there
so
was a
you can
scandal
get
involving
There was a
Been
scandal.
a Victorian club many years ago involving tanking or allegations of tanking, and it didn't end well.
What club?
Melbourne. Anyway,
Did they get a number one draft pick out of it at least?
Yes,
A couple?
they did.
Yeah. Who was it?
Yeah, I think it was the
it Jack?
Jack Trengove
Oh.
and.
The Kangaroos have been shanking for a number of years, tanking. Sorry,
Well,
do they
our guest could end up at Arden Street. They call
Really?
it Foss, Finn O'Sullivan, and he's going to join us.
He's going to be the next big thing. There's a bit of a funny thing about the number one draft pick, isn't there, though, that it's like such a big thing hanging over your head that it's like mentally quite draining for these kids because
Oh,
the expectation of being number one is like huge.
And then when you picked, then the pressure kicks in too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Hey, just quickly before we move on, we were talking about Laurie's not feeling the best this morning. Are you?
No.
Have you had
No,
Panadol?
little under the weather. I've had nothing yet. I woke up. I'm having a coffee. That's my first medicine. Trying that.
Temperature?
Do you want me to do a temperature
Can you
check?
put your hand on her forehead?
Stand
You know
by.
how it's like. Mum used to do this, and if she had a warm forehead, you know, what's it like, Dr. Clint?
God, I don't think you know what you're doing.
Dr. Clint's feeling his own forehead to compare it.
I think I'm hotter.
No, I think I might got a temperature. No.
How
I
are your
don't think
glands?
so. They're a bit sore.
Yeah.
I got a
think it's
story.
going
It's
around at
got a
the
story.
moment.
It's going to make you feel better.
Okay.
Friend of Lou's who grew up with her. They've known each
Yeah.
other for years. We went to a dinner and she was explaining about something she just went through. They're currently living overseas. She's a mad cyclist.
Oh,
Oh
she
my
a click
God.
click cyclist?
She's a click. She got the tap shoes.
Click.
She got hit
Oh.
while out on the
That's not
bike.
ideal.
Oh, no. Well, she was riding.
Yeah,
Hit by a car.
went down pretty hard, broke her jaw,
Ow. Ow, ow,
which to me
ow,
feels
ow,
like the
ow.
worst pain in the world. You ready for it?
No, I'm not good. Why would you do this
Does
to
it involve
me?
a straw?
Yeah. They had to wire her mouth
Yeah.
shut.
Yeah, this
What?
happens.
They wired her mouth shut to keep the jaw
Like
in
a
place.
grate?
Like
Like a grill?
Almost like stitches.
How did she eat?
So she had a little hole for a straw.
For how long?
I think it was a number of weeks, but then here's the kicker.
How can it get worse than that?
The hospital said they gave her surgical scissors, and wherever she went, she had to carry them
In case.
in case
She's vom.
if she vomited and she didn't have the scissors, she would die by choking on her own vomit.
Happened to a friend, Jace. Exactly the same sitch.
You're kidding.
No.
Shocking.
How's your temperature? Still a sore throat?
I don't know if you're joking or not.
Not joking.
No, it's a thing.
Oh my God.
I
I'd
don't
just
think
be
she
like,
appreciated-
sedate me and put me on a
Oh,
food IV for a month.
I'd be like, just put me out. That's it. I'm done.
You couldn't leave the house.
She's quite serious, and I was like, picture it didn't happen. It didn't go down well.
Whip
You know?
up the picture.
She wouldn't show me.
Oh
husband.
my God, the poor thing.
Yeah, how's that though?
That's
Who
horrible.
did it happen? They broke their jaw.
Yeah, broke the jaw.
How?
And that's exactly how they treated it. Stitched the mouth shut and had to drink through a
What?
straw. Yep.
Carry the emergency scissors.
I don't know about the scissors, but
Yeah.
I assume so.
Yeah, right.
What? Oh.
Well, you wouldn't try and undo a knot. with
No.
wire. I mean, try and
No,
undo
no,
shoelaces.
no,
you know.
no.
Imagine the panic of, when you're going to vomit,
Mm.
the panic when just
when you
like,
start
oh my
getting the
God, where
sweats
am I
and
going to
the-
go? What am
yeah.
I going to do? Imagine then also being like, where are her?
And then the problem is,
Where is it?
and then if you cut the wire, then they've got to go and wire it all shut again.
And try not to cut your tongue in the process.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't like that story.
Good morning, Melbourne. But doesn't it make you feel better now?
Not really. It's made me
Okay.
feel a bit sicker. That's an awful
Did your
story.
big balls hurt?
Yeah. Oh, if you're just joining us, probably should mention.
Sorry. I don't mind not having context.
No. I think we should do context.
Yeah. And
Jay's got the mumps and his balls were the size of grapefruits.
How long did that take to go down?
It was a good 10 days.
Was it?
Yeah, good 10 days, and then
What did Blue say?
you couldn't play a game for a number
Oh,
of
no.
weeks.
I wouldn't let
Really?
anyone
Yeah,
touch them
yeah,
for a while.
Yeah.
Gee
I mean, you'd
whiz.
be used to that anyway.
Yeah. I was like, that was 11 years ago. Is it safe to operate now? Can I go ahead and play? Hey, it's just gone 13 past 6. Let's check your underwork. Latest in news coming up as well. And we're probing the popo. A very important job the Victoria Police do. There's a whole different range of areas of the cops. We've had the dog squad in before, the SOG boys, the Special Operations Group. And coming up next, the Car Crash Investigation Unit joins us on Nova. Hey, it finally happened. I've heard the rumours that it happens, but I finally witnessed it. My one of my sisters, Ray Lee, and her husband headed off on a overseas trip yesterday. Got bumped to business.
They got free upgrade.
Just
Free upgrade
randomly?
to business.
Where were
I've
they?
never heard that. Did,
Same
did
here.
she put a points request in?
I'm not sure.
Well-
they don't travel a lot.
Where were they when they got the tap on the shoulder?
Brisbane,
Oh,
flying out of Brisbane Airport, and I think they're heading Holland way.
Oh, because there's
Holland.
nothing.
Holland.
Holland.
long way
Get
away.
your clogs out. There's nothing better than when you
Oh.
get to the gate and it says,
Eh.
and then they hand you a golden
Business
ticket,
pass.
just a new boarding pass, and you go, "Thank you very much, Patricia."
So, Patricia and the rest of the airline crew have just announced a new route that you can fly.
Flying kangaroo.
It's a hard no from me. We're going to get to that in a sec. But first, though, I would like to open the phone lines. Clint, you would say you travel a lot.
A lot.
I do.
A lot.
I'm in the air a lot.
13 24
A lot.
10. If you think you travel more than our very own Clint. A lot of people travel for work these days.
Oh, you'd have to travel a lot to travel more than Clint.
13 24 10. Can you beat Clint in the amount of times you travel in 1 year on a plane? We'll come back, see what we get on the phones. Let's
Surely.
head to the sky now.
I see what you did there, Jace. I see what you did.
How do you feel?
One of my favourite songs of all
Oh,
time.
so good.
Oh, I love that.
Do you know Phil Collins' son now drums for him because he's not well? So he does his shows, and Phil Collins' son is the drummer.
Oh.
Blew me away when I found
And
out
he
Emily
is
in Paris
Handsome.
was.
Is he?
And Lily Collins is Emily in Paris.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
daughter.
Do we know
Very
who the
talented family.
gorilla is in the cabaret ad? While we're on this song,
No.
do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the?
No. Speaking of gorillas, though, I'm going. That new Robbie Williams movie's coming out, and he is played by a monkey.
Yeah,
Weird.
we digress.
We do.
Back
don't
to
we?
the air, please.
Quite often we do.
Story of our life. Do you mind if we go back to the sky?
Let's go. I want to hear about this new route.
How would you like to fly direct from here to London?
Oh, I'd love that.
No,
You can do it from Perth at the moment.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
longest route, I think.
It's a big route.
20
That's a big route.
hours.
A long route, Clint.
It's a very long route.
Expect to be
It's an
airborne
exhausting route.
for 20 hours.
Oof, that's a lot.
Project Sunrise
Don't
will
mind
also
it.
see direct flights from Australia to other European locations as well as New York, but
20 hours is a lot. What is it to LA now? It's 14.
Yeah.
To
Paris. I did the Paris to Perth.
That's 16,
which is
isn't it?
18-ish.
Oh, were you over it? Oh, it's a lot, mate.
You were up the front. You
I
got
was-
an up points
yeah, I did.
upgrade.
I
Were
got
you in
points,
business?
Yeah.
Mate,
And I had a good sleep.
on business,
Oh, great sleep.
on a points upgrade, I'd fly for 40 hours.
Yeah.
People bring you food and champagne and you watch movies and you can have a shower. And
Well, if you're looking for me, I'll be in row 63F,
20 hours, that's
having my
yeah.
deep vein thrombosis, wiggling my ankles.
Yeah, sitting next to Harold, who's farting the whole way.
Oh,
Oh, it happens.
Clint.
It happens a lot up there.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
in the sky.
They say
the
when
hosties,
they say
Oh,
when
yeah,
the
no, I've heard this.
when the
Don't-
ground crew
Oh.
open the door.
the door opening for the first time.
Oh, it's
Apparently,
horrific.
It's like one of the worst.
Apparently.
Apparently,
one of the most shocking wafts you'll ever hear in your
yeah,
life. A
comes
smell.
a
Smell.
close second to that flower in Geelong.
Oh, yeah. the corpse flower.
So 20 hours in the sky.
That's
I
a
don't
lot, man.
At least you're ripping the Band-Aid off. You're getting it done.
See, when we went on our
They'd
honeymoon,
have to have multiple crews. Like a crew
Yes.
couldn't work for that long. They'd have to have like 6
And
pilots.
a lot of petrol.
well,
Don't you think? 6 pilots?
Probably.
No, not
4,
6.
Maybe
Yeah.
4. 2 and 2?
Oh, I think at 20 hours, everyone can have a hoon driving the
might as
plane.
well. Like flying high.
Yeah, you just do a little roster.
Remember back in the day when you'd go on holidays and if you were a kid, they'd come and get you and say, do you want to come and look in the
Yes.
cockpit?
Oh, yeah.
It was so exciting.
It was good.
Not anymore.
Yep, no,
You can't
someone
do
ruined
That
that, for
got
everyone.
ruined, didn't it?
Yeah, took the fun out of that for everyone. Yeah, I remember. That's all I ever wanted to do, sit in the cockpit.
Yeah.
We, on our honeymoon, we went to New York, and I didn't know the flight times. And you know me, I'm not great flying from here to Brisbane.
Did you do Brisbane, LA, New York?
Yeah, but so we've landed in LA, so there's 14 hours.
Yeah.
And you've travelled with me. I don't travel well.
No.
No.
And then we got on the
You
plane.
can't sit still.
We got on the plane in New York, and I thought
Oh, it's just around the corner.
it was 2.5 hours.
Isn't it
no.
4, 5?
6, isn't it?
So,
6?
Yeah, so at the 2.5
Jeez.
hour mark, I'm thinking they haven't told everyone to put their tray tables up
Yeah.
yet. Like we're about
I'd
to
hate
land.
you.
I was putting
Oh,
my
you thought
shoes
they'd
on.
forgotten.
I'd put my shoes on. I'm like, Lou, put your seat
Nah,
up,
chuck
please.
another movie on, darling. You can watch it
I
twice
was
and we'll be there.
devastated. Devastated.
Yeah, New York is a long way. Oof, 20 hours on one flight.
Okay. Can you beat Clint this morning? Our number is 132410.
You fly a lot.
If you do, I got free stuff to go.
With my job at weekend today, I'm in the air every weekend. So up and back. So that's a bare minimum. So I
But
do
remember
that 40
when at one
weekends a year.
point, sorry to cut you off there, but at one point they made you go up on Friday, do the Today Show Saturday morning, then fly back at lunchtime to read the sport Saturday night, and then go back again late Saturday night
Yep.
for Sunday.
And then
back Sunday.
wait, and then do Sunday weekend today, then fly back Sunday
So that
afternoon,
was for a weekend.
go into Channel 9 to do the news that night, and then come and deal with us on Monday.
Yeah, I know.
You need
Gee.
a life, boy.
It's like a prison sentence.
But still, that was 4 flights a
So
weekend.
I've done a little stock take.
Oh, yeah?
Just before you reveal the amount, if you do travel more than Clint, someone's going to walk away with a VIP double pass to Caulfield's Spring Final.
Oh,
Don't miss Peking Duck Takeover Caulfield's
this
Spring
weekend?
Final, November 30 for the Nova
Following
Spring Series, following weekend.
you do short haul though. I reckon there would be
Yeah.
people that go overseas every week.
I know
Like to
every
Hong Kong for
twist
business
and
or-
turn in that sky.
Yeah, you
Every
would.
twist and turn.
Like if you look down and go,
Oh, yep, there we are, Canberra.
oh, Coffs Harbour, we've overshot.
Yep. Oh, we're going via Wagga Wagga. Oh, right. That must be because we're making
How
a
many
right-hand
flights this
turn
year?
into Sydney. Do you want me to reveal now?
Yep.
I've done a stock take. 108.
108 flights.
108 flights.
Oh,
It's a lot, isn't it?
from the airport.
That's 108 drives. Well, it's not really. It's 54 drives to the
I
airport.
need a private
That is a
jet.
lot.
You need a private
I
jet
do.
like Taylor.
108 flights.
That's a lot.
You must have a huge amount of points.
Oh, dude, don't know what.
Well, but yeah,
Let me guess.
you got some.
Ready deal?
Didn't
Ready
you need
deal.
I was going to say, because
They're
you had
the
to
cheap
borrow
ones.
some from a family member
I did, yes.
to get your
from-
points upgrade when
yes,
you went to the
from
Olympics.
A cousin, I believe.
How's that? 108 flights and you get bugger all points because they booked the cheap tickets.
I know.
Oh,
It's a shame.
we might have someone that's...
Oh, Caulfield. Shelley.
Hi, Lauren. How you going?
Hey,
I'm-
Shelley.
Hi, Clint. How are you?
He's good. Do you two know each other from the air?
No, we don't. No, but I did meet Jason Lauren at the dog park for the.
Oh, my gosh. Did you fall in
Shelley.
love at our doggy dating?
No, there was only two guys to 58 women.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it was heavily outnumbered.
Good
the
day
ladies.
for them. Hey, Shelley, how often do you fly?
Oh, I'm just once a week. Does that beat Clint?
Well, where do you
Well,
go?
depends.
Just interstate. So
But
Brisbane, Sydney,
Brisbane.
Adelaide.
See, you might trump him with Brisbane.
How
'cause
many
he's only
flights a
doing
year,
Sydney.
do you reckon?
Oh, definitely 40 plus.
Yeah,
Probably.
because
40. But look at Clint. Clint's like, not even half up.
yeah, but that's
winning.
41 way, so 80.
Yeah.
It's
So
just go and
close, but
return.
no cigar.
That's pretty good though. 80
That's-
flights in a year.
Do you know all the hosties?
I do, actually. So there's a midday flight on Sunday that's crewed by the same people. So quite often.
Have you ever been
Well, what are their
Well,
names? Give them a
Clint, how
shout
you
out,
going?
Clint. What are their names?
I think Sharon and Narelle, too.
Just made that
Have you
up. Got no idea, bro.
ever
And
heard
Daryl.
them?
Daryl's there as well.
Have you ever heard them call you the HOB?
What's HOB?
Hottest on board.
Oh, nah.
It is Jace and Lauren Clint here as well. Internal politics. A war has broken out. Shots have been fired.
What do you mean?
Well, we are sending you to Tay in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
After 9, Mel Tracina wants to send you to London to see Sabrina Carpenter.
No.
Yes.
We're giving away trips and concerts left, right and centre. Well, this is a concert.
It's like we are Flight Centre.
It's like we are.
It is like that, but we're not.
We are not the hot captain.
Because they don't have tickets to Taylor Swift's final show of the Eras tour. This is going to... I mean, we all went to the show here in Melbourne and we loved it. It was amazing. It'll be... she's going to do something special on her last show.
It'll be
Absolutely.
something big.
Cameo?
Who's going to
Travis
make an
Kelce will
appearance?
be there.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll
he
do a
will.
duet or
Well,
something.
I was listening to the Kelce podcast, him and his brother. I love
You
that
love the
podcast
brother?
now. I'm massive into the NFL now. And he was mentioning...
Are you? You going to the Super Bowl?
I'm starting to understand
Where's the
it.
Super Bowl this year?
It's already been.
No, is it?
What has this year, actually?
Thank you, Clint.
Well, next it's... What is it,
Yeah,
Feb? New Orleans. The next
What,
one's New
who are
Orleans.
the red hot favourites?
Well, he mentioned in the with the team. He mentioned the other day in the podcast that he shot out to Miami just to see it one last time. So maybe the dates don't work out. He can't get to Canada because it'll be during the footy season.
She would change the dates for him.
I don't think that's how it works. However, next Friday, we are going to leave the studio, drive to someone's house, pick them up, take them to the airporto, and send them to Canada for the closing night.
In just over a week, we'll be announcing this winner. But let's put some people in the running. Liz from Bulleen, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are
Lizzie,
you all?
we're good. You're better. You're on the standby list.
Thank you so much.
No
You're welcome.
worries.
Liz.
Jessie, are you a Swiftie?
Yes, I'm a Swiftie.
Oh my gosh, you're only 16 years old. Who would you take if you win this trip to Canada?
I take my mum.
Oh, well, guess what, girlfriend? You're in the running.
Oh my god!
Get it, girl.
Get it, queen.
Oh my god, thank you.
No
You're
worries.
so welcome. Emily in Camberwell, did you get to see Taylor Swift when she was here in Melbourne?
No, my boyfriend just scammed out a ticket.
Oh,
Scammed
no.
out a
That
ticket.
hurts.
Hang on.
Oh,
He's so excited. He's more of a super fan than I am.
he
Oh,
is.
so we do believe him? It wasn't just
Yeah.
okay, right, okay. Well, guess what? You're on the standby list.
Yay, thank you so much.
No worries.
Yeah, Dale, I got your tickets. And then it's like,
Yeah.
fast forward.
Oh,
You
no.
would believe it.
got
It's a
done by
scam.
scam.
Really?
So sorry, but we
These-
can,
No, she said he's more of a Swiftie than she is.
we can
These look
sit
like
out the
they were-
front of the MCG and listen.
Oh, don't. That was so sad. So many people actually did get ripped off by those dogs ripping people off. Horrendous.
Dogs.
Not even dogs. Dogs are loyal. Rats.
Good morning, Melbourne.
Gen Zers say they've gone into debt or had to borrow money from family members.
Rising debt.
We're also carrying around giant Santa sacks of debt.
Why am I in this much debt?
You're up to your eyeballs in debt. The bills are piling up, and you're desperate.
Hey, I reckon one of the biggest stresses on people at the moment is financial stress.
Oh my gosh, it's a horrible feeling because it sits in your gut, and you can every time you think about it, you feel sick.
You
So
can't stop thinking about
No.
it, can you?
we want to do a deep dive on debt this morning for the next 20 minutes on the show.
Because if you're listening to this and you have got yourself in a bit of trouble, or maybe you've got a debt collector chasing you, I think you would be surprised how many other people are in the same boat as you. You are not alone.
Because you can quickly fall behind, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
it's so easy.
Look, Julian Finch is a financial expert. They're going to join us a little bit later on in about 10 minutes or so with tips on how you can honestly turn your financial stress around. But before that, Loz, you brought up a stat you saw in the news the other day, which is
Listen to
frightening.
this. 1 in 5 Gen Zers, 1 in 5 are being pursued by a debt collector currently. And that could be a credit card, could be an overdue mortgage repayment,
Yep.
could be an outstanding amount of linked fines, could be an outstanding amount of parking fines.
I've got myself in trouble in the past. You know, the old interest-free payment things,
Yep.
you know, where it's like, buy this TV.
Like Harvey Norman, nothing to pay for 6 months.
Exactly. But apparently you miss one payment, then you pay interest on all of them.
100%.
Yeah. Could be a
Not
tax
100%,
bill,
but
No, but 100%, I agree.
yeah.
phone bills, utilities are going unpaid. Like, bills add up.
When
And
we-
in the current climate we're living in, everything has gone up in price, and a large amount of people are struggling to keep up.
Lou and I got ourselves in trouble pre-kids. The old tax bill.
Look, I think a lot of people who have started their own business or have gone as a sole trader have gotten themselves into trouble with a tax bill before.
Because I was
it creeps
young,
up.
I was like, like early 30s. I was
Yeah.
working for another radio station. I was a sole trader, which means you have to pay your own tax.
Yeah.
But this is like late 20s, early 30s. We're also just partying and living.
Yeah, because you get the money in, you spend it.
And to this day, I remember opening up the email and getting a tax bill for like $40,000.
Blood drains from your face.
Mate, for the next few years,
You're counting every cent.
every single cent.
They're pretty reasonable, though, the tax department. They'll sort of, in terms of payments,
No,
payment plans.
Oh, you still have to pay it, but you
Yeah.
can get on a payment plan.
Yeah.
And look, there's a lot of people who get into strife or fall behind, and you're not alone. And there are ways to manage it to help you come out the other side, because it can seem like there is no light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, mate.
So that's what we're going to find out next, right? If you are in this position, how do we help get you out of it?
And you turn on each other, the stress that's hanging over you, like...
I had a girlfriend who applied for one of those credit cards at a department store because she was in the shop and they said, you get 20%
Oh, the
off
old
if you've
David
got
Jones
one of our
card,
credit
and
cards
yeah.
or one of those. And she did it, and 15 years later, she completely forgot about it, moved house, blah, blah, blah. 15 years later, went to buy her first house as an adult and got knocked back because she had this thing hang over her head that she did when she was 19 that she didn't even remember doing.
And mate, the banks will hand out credit cards. Like, I remember applying for one for $2,000. They're like, we'll approve you for 15. I'm like, I can't afford to pay a 15 grand credit card like when I was younger.
But look, there's a lot of people in this position.
Well, that's the thing, and you feel invincible when you do have credit.
Before we get to the
and
experts...
you feel shame as well, I think. There's a shame. You don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it, but we are going to talk about it because we're going to try and alleviate some of that pressure that's building up in people.
We're doing a deep dive on it for the next 20 minutes on the show. And look, it's a non-judgment zone. If you found yourself in debt, how'd you get there and how bad was it? 13 24
Maybe you're in
10.
it right now, and you can be anonymous.
Yeah, it can be totally anonymous. 13 24 10 is our number to join us on the air. How'd you get yourself in strife? And then coming up in about 10 minutes, the financial tips that are going to turn your life around.
Deep dive.
We're doing a deep dive on debt this morning.
Well-
it's where we hand over 20 minutes of the show to a topic that is hitting pretty close to home for a lot of Melburnians this morning.
I hand on heart, don't know someone who at some point in their time has got themselves into debt, whether it's you've overextended on a credit card, a home loan, you've fallen behind on your payments for your utility bills, your phone bills, whatever it is, and people right now are hurting. 1 in 5 Gen Xers are being chased by a debt recovery, and 5% of Gen Zs.
You know what gets people in trouble too? You know, it's like Black Friday sales and that
Yep.
sort of thing. People
The
are buying
lure. It's the
people are
lure.
buying stuff they can't afford.
And then they're chasing their tails, be it with friends, friends who help friends, parents who help
Yep.
kids. You know, it's a horrible circle to be in.
So look, we're about to be joined by a financial expert who it's not going to be some hoity-toity from Canberra.
No. We actually want to help people because the stats are harrowing, and it is so easy to get into debt and so hard to get out of it. But if you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh my God, I've got that pit in my gut that makes me feel sick thinking about it, you are not alone.
Sarah-
13 24 10. If you want to call us, you can be anonymous.
Sorry, Loz. Sarah in Armidale is joining us on the air. You're in debt. How many credit cards have you maxed out?
2.
Oh, and is that just to, do you think you're throwing money away, or this is just to pay bills and to keep up?
A bit of both. I originally got the credit cards for some lawyers' fees for my ex,
Right.
but we didn't end up needing a lawyer, and then it just became, we were really happy that we didn't need a lawyer, so it was a little bit like of celebration at times, and then it was, for food and just like the everyday basics.
So how much?
That's the
Can I
thing.
ask the
You're
dollar
allowed-
amount, Sarah?
You are allowed to do that. You don't get
Yeah.
a credit card and it's only for bills, and then
Yeah.
you find yourself
You got to live.
you can't keep up with the payments.
What? Can I ask money amount? How much we're in debt?
20,000.
Oh, Sarah, how does that impact on what you think about during the day? Does it sort of occupy your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a lot of shame and just a lot of stress about where I'm going to get the money from to cover the payments. I ended up having to get a second job. So I'm working 6-7 days a week now, on top of my full-time teaching job.
Wow.
And then just, it's a lot of shame when you talk about it with family and, your parents are disappointed that you got yourself in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Sarah, you're not alone. A lot of people have got themselves into trouble with credit cards before. So stick around because shortly we're going to speak to an expert who's going to give us some advice on how we can get out of this mess. Because-
Catherine in Craigieburn. This is one I reckon gets a lot of people. How have you got into debt?
Hello.
Hey, mate, have you got yourself into debt with the old buy now, pay later schemes?
Yes, I have both
Yeah.
Zip Pay and Afterpay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what have you got? What's going on? Where are you at?
So I've got 5,400 on Zip Pay,
Oof. Yep.
and that just kept
that just kept rolling over because they kept offering me more credit, so I just kept taking it. And about $4.9 on Afterpay.
And what are you buying, Catherine?
Well, at the time, I was buying furniture for my house because I had just moved.
Yeah.
Furniture and electronics and clothes for my kids and stuff like that because I wasn't working at the time.
And so you've got all of that debt. Now, are they chasing you for it? Have you got a debt collector on your tail? Where are you at?
Yeah. I've got 2 debt collectors chasing me at the moment.
And how are you feeling?
I don't answer anything.
Oh,
that's a terrible feeling.
So have you got a strategy or are you just trying to make ends meet?
I'm trying to make ends meet, but I am coming up with a strategy at the moment to try and just at least pay something.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that if you just pay a little bit off here and there, they don't chase you as bad, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Right. Yeah, I don't know either. Actually, I'm not across all those schemes, but we do have someone who's going to jump on with us shortly and hopefully give you some advice on how to get out of that because it's so common and it's
one's going to sting.
So hard to get out of.
Anonymous has called through on 132410. Anonymous, you were scammed. How much debt are you in now?
150,000 was what I was scammed, and at the moment I'm $45,000 in debt.
How were you scammed $150,000?
Dating scam.
A dating scam.
Yeah.
So as in-
and did you recover any of it?
No.
And how are you $45,000 in debt?
Because I've used some of that money for paying for these dating scam, and at the moment the sheriff's knocked at my door the other day for a warrant to see property.
So where was the money going? Overseas somewhere?
What I believe it's American.
Okay.
People in America are
you thought you were chatting to someone, they got you to send money, that sort of vibe?
Yeah.
I really feel for you, Anonymous, but I mean, how does that make you feel? I mean, I sense a little bit of embarrassment in your voice.
Yeah, look, I'm embarrassed. The banks have shut me down. I've only got one bank left. So I'm fighting Africa next week with one of the banks and see where I go.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry.
Thanks for sharing your story.
I mean, they're all different stories and there's a lot of different ways that people can find themselves in.
There's a lot of different ways to accumulate debt, isn't there? Like, that's a scary thing.
You know what happens and what a lot of people do, and it's funny, I'm actually experiencing that feeling at the moment. When you start talking about this, you're just like, I just want to ignore it. I'm almost like, I just want to,
bury your head in the sand.
Can we just play Taylor Swift and move it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how we're getting ourselves in this trouble in the first place.
Yeah, it is. And I think especially when we're young, you kind of bury your head in the sand. And then as you get older, you're
Not
like,
just when
I've
you're
actually
young.
got responsibilities. And then it adds up. And even like the pressure on your mental health when you know that you've got this like grey cloud over you is just horrendous.
Well, Gillian Finch is a financial expert. We are going to catch up with them on the other side of this and hopefully turn things around for a lot of Melburnians. We'll do a deep dive on debt next. Hey, coming up inside the next 10, we're going to be talking about something you like to do in relationships. Something I reckon Lauren wouldn't do often.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Well, we'll dive into that. Not that I can speak. We'll do that very soon. First, though,
Deep dive.
we're doing a deep dive on the show. This is where we spend 20 minutes diving into a topic or subject that is close to home for everyone. And this week, it is financial debt.
It's easy to get into and hard to get out of, but you can get out of it. And
Exactly.
now we're going to give you some tips as to how to help yourself.
Gillian Finch from Finch Financial is an expert that can hopefully help turn our lives around. Gillian, good morning.
Morning.
Save us. Can you just give us money yourself?
Yeah, good morning, guys. I'd love to give everyone some money, but I probably, listening to some of your callers there and yourselves, I've found myself in this kind of trouble in the past as well. So it's probably something I wouldn't recommend lending your own cash to other people.
Yes,
But,
that's right. Hey, Julian, like there's a lot of Aussies in debt and there's a lot of shame that comes with that. But you would know, you're an expert in this, you can get out of it, can't you?
Yeah, look, absolutely you can. And I think the first step is probably is talking about it. So, not dealing with it by yourself because sometimes it becomes overwhelming and And even just, like I said, listening to some of your callers, sticking your head in the sand is probably the worst thing that you could possibly do.
But we all do it.
Okay,
we all do it.
What's the areas we need to avoid? Like, I mean, obviously credit cards is a given one that can get you in trouble. What other things can do it? Like
same-day loans?
Yeah, buy now, pay later, interest-free schemes.
Yeah, look, I think, everything that you do with your money needs careful consideration. So it's important to know that some of those facilities have a use, and when used properly can be quite, beneficial. But the problem is, of course, we get access to these lines of credit and then we don't use them properly. So that's when it starts to pile up on it. Look, payday lenders, old style pawnbrokers, those types of places, definitely avoid those. The late night TV ads where it's like, get $2,000 now and pay it back in 2 weeks. Well, that's just a recipe for disaster.
So, Julian, it's easy for us to ask, hey, what should we avoid? But unfortunately, it's too late for a lot of people who have already got themselves into this mess with credit cards, with buy now, pay later. How do we get out of it? Can we, if we've got if we've maxed out our credit card and there's someone chasing us for it and we can't pay it, what do we do?
Yeah, look, I think, the first thing to do with a credit card, for example, call your bank, cancel it. Okay. Credit cards are a revolving line of credit. Every time you pay $10 off your credit card, you can go and spend it again. So the debt never goes away. If you call your bank and you say, I don't want my credit card anymore, you might still have a balance outstanding, but at that point you can go on a payment plan to pay it off.
Right.
At least you can't spend the cash.
Yeah, good point.
Are you troubled by how easy it is for young people to get credit?
Look, I've been working in finance for about 20 years, and some of the things I've seen are quite outrageous.
Talk to us. What are you seeing?
Well, I used to go to O Week at a university when I worked for a bank, and one of my competitors at the time just free credit cards. You sign up to university, you get a credit card with your registration.
Wow!
Now these kids don't have jobs. Typically, they're straight out of school, and basically, you become a student at the university, and the on campus bank gives you a credit card with a $1,000 limit.
Wow!
Free
money when you're at uni. That's what you think, right?
Exactly. Hey, Julian, Clint brought something up the other day, which is a really good point about the home loans.
Yeah, because debt comes in so many forms. There can be credit card debt, but there's also what's considered for many people good debt, and that is a home loan debt. But obviously cost of living crunch dictates we haven't got as much money to spend, but there are ways with your home loan to maybe negotiate a better rate with your bank.
Is it that easy?
By picking up the phone?
Yeah, look, it is. And I mean, it is that easy, and you should, anyone who's got a home loan that's listening now should take 10 minutes today to call their bank and just ask for a discount. The worst thing that can happen is they can say no. And of course, at that point, if you're still not happy with the rate you're paying, you can always ring someone or start to look around for something better.
Now, Lauren, hang on. Lauren put a hand up then like, I'm going to do this, right? But I also know what you're like. You're like me. We go, if this is going to be an hour, is it a lot of work? Am I going to be sitting on hold?
But like interest rates are so high at the
moment. Is it that easy?
I think all you need is to know what your current rate is. Is that right?
Yeah, look, if you know what your current rate is, and look, just a quick search on the internet will help you find some comparable sort of rates from different lenders around the place.
Yep.
And absolutely, just got to ring up. So press the button or the number that relates to home lending, and they'll pick up the phone relatively quickly because they think they're going to try and flog you something, and just ask for a discount.
Right. I like that. Hey, and Julian, there's a harrowing stat that is 1 in 5 Gen Zers are being pursued by a debt collector. Is there a way to deal with debt collectors?
Yeah, look, there is. I mean, it's a shocking statistic, but and again, I think if I just reflect on a couple of the callers, don't avoid it. If a debt collector has been called in, I think the best thing to do at that point is to take the call. Just say, "Yep, understand. This is my debt. Let's come up with a plan to pay it off."
Yeah.
Typically, the collectors have probably paid cents in the dollar for the debt from the place that you owe it to anyway, and so they're probably willing to, take a plan or even negotiate the full payment.
Because you can run, but it'll come back to haunt you,
Exactly right. Julian Finch, the owner of Finch Financial, joining us on the air. Hey, we appreciate your time this morning, mate.
Julian.
Thank you.
No, thanks for having me.
You're very sensible, Julian.
Yeah, I know. Way too sensible for this show, mate. There you go. Pick up the phone.
What
and then
about
the
that?
money you might save, you can use to pay off your other debts.
There you go. And Julian says his passion lies in refinancing your current loan and a better deal and winning against the banks. So reach out to Julian Finch if you need a hand.
Morning, everyone. Draft night tonight in the AFL. Will your club be scoring some of the good players that are up?
The pressure is on Richmond because Richmond has 1,000 draft picks inside the top 20. They've got about 8.
Go Tigers.
And
we need a little.
Had to get something.
We need a little regroup.
They've got to get it right. The good thing for the Tigers is that this year's draft is like a mega draft. The draft pool is extremely
Are they all amazing?
Good. Very, very good.
Yes, Richmond fans, let's go.
We are going to catch up with one of the young guns that could be heading to Tigerland.
He doesn't know yet.
After 8 o'clock this morning. But coming up next, I love a good wedding. We've got one coming up,
We're
actually.
all going to one as a guest all together.
Yes. The Narc, our old producer's getting married. I rang her yesterday and said, hey, I'm on the way to the dry cleaners. It's going to cost me $20 to dry clean the suit after the races. You sure about this bloke? Like, speak now.
Have you only got one suit?
And what a supportive friend.
Yeah. It's all about you.
I hope she said, I'm taking back your invitation.
No, she was like, no, I'm quite keen on him. Go ahead, dry clean
No,
the suit.
she should have said, you can come to the ceremony, but not the reception.
Isn't that the worst? We'd love to have you at the church, and then if you could head home afterwards.
You're not a bridesmaid, but you can hand out the confetti at the end.
Oh, yeah. Or an usher. That's a rock bottom job.
No, it's a privilege to be an usher at someone's wedding.
Because they didn't want you up the front. Coming up next, a couple have made headlines for something.
Is it someone we know?
This is something that they're going to do at their wedding that will blow you away. It shocked their guests. We'll go there next. Let's head down the aisle.
Yeah.
Couple of raised eyebrows about something they are going to be doing at their wedding.
What is it?
For the very first time. Pair met in year 7 at a private Christian school.
In year 7, high school sweethearts.
Yep. The bride has revealed her and her husband have never...
They haven't...
Kissed.
Oh.
Kissed?
Kissed.
Kissed?
Kissed!
What do you mean?
Kissed!
Well, they're just friends.
Nothing. What do they do? Hold hands?
They're getting married
Have they done
quite
other things?
young.
What other things?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Other things.
Like what?
Other than kissing.
What else is there?
They might swing arms together.
Hold hands.
Cuddle.
Anything else?
Nah.
Go to the
If they haven't
movies.
kissed, I don't think they've done anything else.
Can you explain the bases?
No, nah. Not this time.
It's a good point.
They haven't got a home run.
Absolutely.
No.
Well, they haven't even hit the ball.
Well, kissing is first base.
It is.
They haven't even got to first base.
Yep.
But I wonder if they skipped first base and went to second, third, and home run. Surely not. Surely not.
I don't think you're going for a home run without first base.
I mean, it's possible.
Also, there's
is
nothing
possible.
worse.
Well,
there is nothing worse than a bad first kiss.
When
What
Lorna-
if they kiss at the altar and they're like, oh, God, oh, no, you don't know. Well, they don't know how to do
you've
it.
got halitosis.
Oh, no.
She might kill me for saying this, but you know how I had my quarter life crisis?
A sloppy kiss.
Oh, no, too much saliva.
Yeah.
Quarter life crisis. The wife and I broke up before we were married.
Yeah.
At about a year and a half apart.
Mm-hmm.
At the start, we were still sort of catching up just to do some baseball.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'd
That's a bad thing to do. when
Oh,
you're
it's a
broken
terrible
up.
thing.
Really
Not
bad
healthy,
thing to
not
do.
healthy.
Because you're playing baseball with other people.
I think we were.
Yeah, no,
you
don't
think you were.
catch up with the ex.
We would have a home run, but we wouldn't do first base
Yeah, so it was like a
What?
It was a
because it was almost transactional.
yeah.
But you wouldn't kiss?
That's a good word for it.
You wouldn't kiss?
Well, no, because then it'd be too intimate.
Too intimate. What's wrong with you?
Well, no, nothing because it was
I got a home run.
he got.
Is
what
that
he
what
wanted.
happens at the shops?
What do you mean at the shops?
Like if you're paying for the transaction?
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
know.
are you allowed to do first base?
No kissing.
I do not know.
I don't know.
I wasn't paying.
I don't know.
No, I mean,
I don't
how old
know.
were you when you had your first kiss? Oh, you would have been 23. How old were you?
That's funny. You were, weren't you?
31.
No, 16.
16.
Yeah, I was about 16, 15,
Yeah.
16.
With someone else?
Oh,
17.
hang on a second.
Yeah, I
How
was
old were
16,
you when you
16.
had your
Oh, here we go.
first-
Yeah, here we go.
16 and sweet 16 and never been kissed.
Are you sure? How old were you?
Can you say that and walk into a church? I just
how
want to see
old?
if you burn up.
Catch on fire.
How old?
I think I was 14.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
that's-
God, we just trimmed 2 years off there in a matter of 10 seconds, didn't we, Clint?
She thinks she was 14.
Might have been 13.
Oh,
It was
and
either way,
how
it was a
low
bit of a
can we go?
surprise. It was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah. It always
Still
is.
in double figures at the moment. But,
So
Yeah.
this couple.
I was young for my year though, so I was in a higher grade.
oh,
You know?
so you were young for you. So
Yeah.
older bloke?
No, I mean that. I was more mature for my age.
Gotcha.
Because I was young for
Gotcha.
the year. You know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes, young in age, but very mature.
You play baseball?
But I had kissed before I got married.
Do you play baseball? a lot?
Engaged.
I play baseball enough, yeah.
Right. You always do first base before a home run?
I mean, sometimes you just go, things just happen quickly
Without kissing.
in the moment.
No.
I mean, sometimes.
It's transactional then.
Some people don't
Oh,
like
that's
it.
not for me.
The kissing part.
Hey,
Imagine marrying, proposing to someone you'd never
Well,
kissed.
that's a whole different ballgame.
here's a question.
That's like
When you get home,
that's a friend.
Well, this couple
Lauren?
said that the ring was a sign of affection. They didn't need a kiss.
when you get home, do you pash Paul?
Oh God, no. I don't walk in the door and
How often would you guys kiss?
Oh, like pash.
I try and make a point of it, like that it because it's nice.
Yeah, I
It's
agree. I'm the
love.
same. Hate getting shut down.
But
do you know our executive producer?
But I'm
the Thumb?
also very tired a lot.
I hear you, Dale.
Your tongue's tied.
Brody, our executive producer. It's
Are you a
night-
pasher?
Well, it's a nightly thing for him.
Absolutely, got to slip the tongue in there.
Otherwise, what? You were explaining this to me yesterday.
It's like kissing your nan.
If you don't put the tongue in, is what you're saying?
That's why, just
Yeah.
to solidify that it's more than that.
It's love.
Tongue goes in.
Is it reciprocated?
Obviously.
Sometimes.
Oh, so
By Nan?
you don't want to be the only one with the tongue in.
Oh, no, that's the worst. Hey, 13,
Do you,
13
Lauren?
24,
Like
10.
if you are going it alone with the tongue,
Going it
with the
alone.
tongue,
Oh, it's
and
the
it's
worst.
not
It's the
reciprocated,
worst.
like, or
I'm going to slowly pull it
what
back
about,
in.
What about if you chink teeth?
Oh. But like, I don't know. Like, I remember my parents kissing when I was a kid, and I was like, Mom, Dad, no.
Do you like...
Gross. Like, it was gross. There'd be people, families in
I know
cars
what Lauren
right
would
now
like.
going, Mom,
Yeah, what?
don't ever kiss
the hand
Dad.
on the face.
Oh,
Hand on the
yeah,
side of the
she
face
would
with the
love
kiss.
Oh, no,
Love the
it's
Adam
the
Brody.
kissing. Nobody wants this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Adam
my
Brody.
God.
Can you, just you're closer.
Don't touch me.
No.
Don't you dare.
She's sick.
Nobody wants this. That is one of the great
What about the
kisses.
hand behind the neck?
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Like
quite nice.
in the hair.
Oh, you don't want to get tangled. 13, 24, 10. Can you guys go with me here? 13, 24, 10. How long has it been since you had a pash?
Oh, since you had a
Now,
pash.
this could be people that are married.
Maybe you are 25 and you've never been kissed. 35, never been
Maybe
kissed.
you've been married for 20 years and you guys actually haven't fully pashed on.
Now,
We
for
should
a
have a
year.
big pash.
Like-
Today's the day. Go and pash someone
honestly,
you love.
there'd be people
as
out
long
there in
as they love you back.
relationships where it's just, they're living, they've got kids, they're in routine and there's no pash.
we need some ground rules here. Clarification, even.
Okay.
It's tongue.
Like pash.
It's
pash.
Tongue.
and it's more
Intimate.
than, more than a few seconds.
Like
A few
Brody said.
seconds.
It's a lingering.
Yeah,
tongue.
not a...
No.
No, you're
That's too long.
No,
More
you
than a
need
few-
the tongue needs to
Okay,
linger.
just listen to how... everyone, listen to how long 4 seconds is. 1, 2, 3,
That's great.
4. That's
Perfect.
too long.
No.
Too long.
Maybe
No.
3. Maybe 3.
So you know,
2 or 3 will do it.
But not, hey, babe, how was your day?
Oh,
That-
no,
no.
that's a peck.
13, 24, 10.
I don't mind.
got to be a few
I don't
rotations
mind a little
of
peck
the
on the
tongue.
forehead.
When
though. It's quite
was-
nice. Little kiss? I love. Oh,
On the
Hi.
forehead.
so nice. Chicks love that. Coming home and a little kiss on the head. I'm like,
I'll do that today to Lou. She'll be like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing?
yeah, I like. Yeah, it's nice.
13, 24, 10 is their number. How long has it been since you had a pash? The 5K question coming up very soon.
Right now, though.
Got the serving from a kid on the 5K question the other day.
Did you? Why? Was I here?
No, at my house.
Oh,
Yep.
they didn't like the question.
Are we on now? We're back.
Hello.
Hello, we're on. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Nova 100.
We were just talking to no one.
We're just
Tell
having
the
a great,
truth.
We're having a
We're
great little
having
conversation.
quite a
Talking to the
yarn,
clouds.
And then someone said, you guys are not on air. Sorry about that.
Producer Jizz, do the voice. What did you say?
Not on air.
I just kept talking in case we were.
We
Welcome
are back.
back.
5K
It was good
question.
radio. Can we bring that back? What we were
Possibly one of our funniest moments.
Ever.
Just
what
then.
we said off air. Yeah.
It was missed.
Hey, 13 24 10 is our number. We are talking kissing.
Kissing. There's a couple that are getting married and they've never had a pash before.
No.
So we want to know, are you married and how long has it been between kisses? How old are you and you've never been kissed?
Let me set the scene.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
Holly Valence.
Got to do it.
Everyone do it. Mwah, mwah. Normally we've
It's
ended
two. It's just two.
I
Normally
thought
the
it was 2.
K
I went
word.
3. Because I like a pash.
13, 24, 10. How long has it been between kisses? Let's go to Jimmy. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Lauren. Hi, Chase.
Hey,
G'day,
Jimmy.
buddy.
Oh,
Are
hey,
you in
Jimmy.
a relationship?
No, my father passed away 9 years in the end of November.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and think for me, kissing is like next level.
Oh, you think
So
kissing is next level? Why? Do you,
Yeah, so that's the only time you kiss is when you love somebody.
Yes.
Oh, so you haven't kissed anyone since your partner passed away?
sad.
No, actually, about 2 weeks ago, someone tried to kiss me, and I reciprocated. He was trying to put the tongue out, and I didn't want to do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you weren't in love.
Well, they put the tongue out. It's uninvited.
See, I disagree. I don't think kissing's for love. I think kissing's for fun.
Whoa.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Hey,
There's
have you-
other things for love. That's for
Like
fun.
what?
Other things.
Like a ring.
This will really
Like
throw
yelling
you.
at each other in the kitchen when you're trying to decide what to cook for
That's
dinner.
love.
That's
Well,
love.
I am in love. I remember early 20s, started dating this girl, kissing, and I remember opening my eyes once, and she was just looking at
Oh,
me.
no.
Oh,
Open
She's
eyes.
staring at
She
you.
was staring
no,
at me.
you've
If you're
got to
patching
close
the
those
eyes, must be shut.
You're a
I was
Close
You-
the eyes.
you made
scared the hell out of me.
yeah.
yeah,
Remember that
close the
girl?
eyes, Tal.
Yeah.
On the dance floor at Boutique who I was having a great old snog with. Like it was a real elaborate pash.
And what did she do?
On the dance floor at Boutique.
This is the best story. I love this.
Oh.
She burped in my mouth.
Oh, that's right.
Straight into my mouth.
Now, here's the best bit.
Disgusting.
Belched.
Did you keep kissing?
Yeah, we went back for more.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
came up
fine.
for air. Yuck. Shelley, good morning.
Happy hump day, pardon the pun.
Happy
Right.
hump day,
Hello,
sis.
Shelley.
Hello, Shell. How long's it been since had a cheeky pash?
Oof. Well, I reckon I haven't even been to a ball game for about 16 years.
Oh, Shelley.
Shelley.
Are you single?
Yeah, very. And have been since my ex-husband left us and me and my son, and I just put him first.
Oh, that's so
Well, you
nice.
sound
But
like a great mum,
Are you
Shelley.
keen to get back in the game, Shell?
In the ball game.
Do you know what? I feel like it's been too long now. I don't know what to do.
Oh, you
No,
never forget how
you
to
never
kiss. It's
forget.
like riding a bike.
It is. Yes.
So 16 years since you played a full game.
Got a home run.
How long since a kiss? Same time?
Yeah, probably that much, yep.
Oh.
Yet I feel like, Lauren, that is the most fun part.
It's fun, right? I remember when I was a kid and I used to be like, what is it like to kiss someone? And you'd kiss the inside of your elbow. Did anyone else do that?
Yeah. I still do it.
Give that a hoon, Shell.
I don't even know where to start to even look. I mean, I don't believe in all these dating apps and all that sort of stuff. I just think that you should meet naturally.
How old's your son?
He's 23 now and he's the most beautiful soul in the world.
And what does he think? Is he like, come on, Mum, get back out there?
I think he's gotten used to it just being me and him, unfortunately.
Well, he's got to move out of home, so you got room for someone else,
don't-
Shell.
I have been trying. Believe me.
23 is about the time my mum started, like, just pushing me closer to the front door as well.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, just
Come
very
on.
quickly, Shell. When it comes to the kiss, I mean,
Yeah.
What are you offering?
the tongue is one thing, but how long should the tongue linger? Because Lauren reckons it's a 1 second job.
No, I
Jason
didn't. I
reckon
said
maybe,
4 seconds too long.
No, that's about right.
Two.
What do you think,
Two and a
Shell?
half.
You get the
I
final call.
reckon it's a little bit in, a little bit out, a little bit in, a little bit out.
It's like the hokey pokey.
Are we still talking about the kiss?
It's
Guys, we got a kindy teacher on the line. We all have to say good morning to Miss Sophie. Good morning, Miss Sophie.
Good morning.
morning, so
Heads and shoulders, knees and toes.
Are you on the way to work?
I'm actually here now. I'm just checking that the caterpillars that we got yesterday are still alive and well.
And how are they going?
They're alive. I think we might have lost one. But,
Don't tell the kids.
Do
Just
you
replace
guys-
it. Just replace it.
R.I.P.
And they'll never know. I
Do
think my
you-
mum used to do that with my goldfish. I'd be like, the fish has got smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Mum's like, no, I don't think so.
It's yellow. It used to be blue.
No,
I don't think so.
Okay.
Hands on top. That means
Hands on head.
hands on head. No, hands on top. That,
That means
stop.
listening.
Hands up top, that means
Listening.
stop. Yeah.
Hands on top. That means stop.
Does it?
Does it?
Yeah.
Not when I was a kid. Hands on top. That means stop. I like it. We
Yeah.
should try that in here.
I know. Hey, Sophie, you want to roll the dice for $500 this morning?
$500.
All right.
I just heard the question, Soph, and I got it right.
Okay.
Let's win you $500. You're going to hear a question. You'll hear a 3, 2, 1 countdown. This is very gettable.
How old are you, Sophie? Do you mind me asking?
I'm 32.
Just wonder if she would have seen the.
Yeah.
You reckon she would have
Perfect
seen it?
kidding zone.
You
Yep.
reckon?
Yep.
Okay.
Good luck, Soph. This is gettable.
Thanks.
Have a
Oh,
guess if you don't know.
Yeah, all thanks to Fun Fields. They have it all. Australia's biggest water slides. Grab your season pass today at Fun Fields Theme Park. I've told Clint if he's a good boy over summer, I will take him to Fun
Oh,
Fields.
you are such a good boy.
Down
I
the
know.
water slide.
Yep. Whee! Here comes your $500 question.
What was the full name of Leonardo DiCaprio's character on The Wolf of Wall Street?
3,
Oh,
2, 1.
no, I have no idea.
Oh,
Oh,
you haven't
no.
seen it. Jordan Belfort.
Belfort.
I haven't seen it.
I didn't think so.
No. Margot Robbie and Leonardo DiCaprio. It is a great film.
Awesome. It's a
I was
ripping
hoping
movie.
you were going to say Titanic.
Oh,
No.
what was his name in Titanic?
Jack Dawson.
Jack.
Dawson.
Dawson.
Hey, tell you what, you're not going to go away empty-handed. Don't miss Peking Duck taking over the Caulfield Spring Final November 30 for the Nova Spring Series. We're going to hook you up with a double so you can go along. VIP pass.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. Take some of the kids.
So
They'll love
no,
it.
don't take
Don't
kids.
take. Don't take.
Don't take kids. And
Okay.
good luck with the caterpillar.
Yeah.
Hope it comes back to life.
Guys, coming up next, though, it is a life-changing day for some of the top AFL prospects in this country, and one of them we're lucky enough to have in the studio with us.
Which club is he headed to? That's the question. We'll dive into it after the Kid Leroy on Nova. Big night tonight away from the Arias.
We're saying this draft is a super draft when it comes to depth. We're going to unearth more AFL stars this year than ever before, and one of them, I'm pleased to say, joins us in the studio. He's mooted as going somewhere in the top 3, which would be outstanding for the young fella. His name's Finn O'Sullivan, a.k.a. Foss. He's a Victorian.
How old are you, Foss?
18.
Way to make me feel old.
Good morning.
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, perfect age.
How'd you sleep last night?
Nah, not great, actually. I was just talking to Dan about it on the way. Nah, not great.
Not-
I'm usually a good sleeper, but struggled a bit
How
last
old are
night.
you? Are you 18?
Yeah, 18.
I'm sorry, what year were you born?
06.
Oh my God.
I
Probably
think I've
shouldn't
been
have said
fired
that.
from 2 jobs by 06.
Hey, Finn, this is a huge day for you. You
Well
played
done.
for the Oakley Chargers. You were playing for Xavier before that. At what point, at what age did you think AFL's where I want to be?
Yeah, well, early on, always a dream, I think, for every kid. But, yeah, realistically, probably, maybe start of last year. I knew that it was, a good chance that I could hopefully get picked up. And then, just kept progressing. And, then now we're here.
And do you have a preference of what team you'd want to go to if you could pick, or you don't care?
Nah, happy to go anywhere.
Really?
Who did you barrack for?
Yeah, who'd he barrack for?
I'm a Hawks man.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Sorry
secretly,
about that.
would, you know.
Secretly.
So
I wouldn't
Richmond
go up.
have the first pick, North Melbourne have the second pick, Carlton have the third. You're tipped to go in the first 3, as is Sam Laylaw, who is your best mate. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
know.
It's unreal.
So sorry, naive. Because Richmond get a few picks, right?
Richmond have got like 8 inside the top 20, maybe,
They don't,
something
they,
like
don't,
that.
they don't get to do it in a row, though, do
No,
they?
no. So Richmond go first, and they could pick anyone, and then North
So there is a
Melbourne.
chance you could be playing with your best mate.
Could be a chance, yeah.
There is a wild card here, though, because another amazing prospect is a bloke by the name of Levi Ashcroft.
Right.
Now, he's a father-son whose dad played for Brisbane, and his
Is
brother
it
plays
Marcus
for... Yeah, that's right.
Ashcroft's
His
son?
brother plays for Brisbane, a premiership player. Now, they could... Richmond, North Melbourne, Carlton, Adelaide, Melbourne, they could call his name, but they actually don't get access to him because he's a father-son, but Brisbane has to match that bid. So it basically shuffles everyone down the order a little bit.
Oh.
So there's a few intricacies and about the draft as
I
well.
just got my head around the brown.
Okay, so let's talk about draft night. What do you do tonight?
It's a pretty cruisy day. Like couple of media things that we have to tick off, and then other than that, just spending it with your family and mates. And
then where are you tonight when the actual draft happens? Are you at home or are you in a big room?
I'm at the draft tonight. So I think there's about 15 to 20 lads who get the invite, and then
do you get to have your family with you?
Yeah. So
oh my gosh, have we got screamers in the family? Like, is mum or dad going to be screaming when they call your name?
Nah, I got two older brothers, so probably won't see any of them. They might get me in a headlock or something.
What's mum's name?
Stacey.
Will she be listening this morning?
Nah, she's probably asleep.
What's mum like? Is she a nervous sort of, you playing? Is she a nervous watcher?
Nah, not really. Bit younger, she'd yell at me a bit, but having two older brothers, she's kind of went. Yeah, she's seen a lot of sport, so she's a bit more relaxed.
Silly question. Are there people there tonight that won't get picked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Finn, who's your hero? Who's your idol in footy?
In footy? There's a few. John O'Brien, he'd be one. So
you sound a bit like him,
Jonathan
actually.
Brown.
He does, doesn't he?
Sound a bit like Brownie.
He's back from down my way.
Because are you up from near Warrnambool?
Yeah, down that way. Yeah.
Koroit.
Yeah, Koroit. And my uncle ended up marrying his sister, so got a bit of a connection there now. And I love watching him play.
And if you get drafted tonight, which is very, very confident you will, who is the one player that you can't wait to run onto the field and play on the same field against or in the same team as?
It'd be pretty surreal playing against Cripper, I reckon, or playing with him. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Crips.
He's a good guy too.
What sort of perks are you looking forward to? Because I love talking like footy player perks outside of the cash that you're gonna get.
Well, he doesn't have to go and get it. Well, he doesn't have to go and get a job.
No.
You know what I mean?
It is a job. It's hard work.
Exactly.
I might still do uni, I reckon, mid next year.
What are you studying?
I might do property, I reckon. Property evaluation.
Oh, bloody, he's already got the backup career sorted.
No, well, the
Jesus.
AFL are good now because so many players finished footy and then were like, oh, what do I do now? So now these kids,
Go to uni.
these kids are like you're doing other things as well, and the AFL support you in doing that stuff, right?
Yeah, I think they pay for it all. So
it's awesome.
And it's not. It's only a day a week or something. Like nothing.
Tell the guys
crazy.
about your day yesterday. What did you start the day doing?
So drove up yesterday with the family, and then we had management group. We went go-karting, so there's about 12 of us boys.
Oh my
it was
gosh,
unreal.
No!
And then where'd you go?
Awesome. Then we had just a function for about 2 hours.
At the pub?
Yeah, just at the pub.
Finn!
Yes. I
know, but get it out of your system because once you drafted
Yeah,
tonight,
no, mate.
no more skiing, no more go-karting, no more anything fun that could hurt your body.
Hell. Now, do they get locked into, so say if North Melbourne pick him tonight, how long are you locked into the Roos?
3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the tip, right? We've been tipped into the fact that North Melbourne might be where you're going. Do you know the song?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Do you know all the songs?
Yeah. We'll know them all.
No one knows Freya's song, do they?
Well, if you get drafted there, what do you have to do? Go home and study the hymn book?
Way to go.
Study the songs.
Well, Richmond have got pick 1, North pick 2, Carlton pick 3. I mean, you're tipped to go inside that top 3. They're 3 pretty decent Victorian clubs to go to.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Nah, thanks so much. Thanks for having me on.
You know the Richmond club, right?
Yeah.
The club song?
Yeah.
Everyone knows the
all right,
Richmond
cool.
one.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Checking.
That's good. All right. Well, good luck.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, you need to know.
I
Imagine
know.
that after
Turning
the first
up-
win.
Oh,
You got cue cards.
shivers.
while
I
you're
didn't
in.
learn this one.
Mate, huge night tonight.
It's so awesome. There's so many like kids, 17 and 18-year-old kids who are about to live out their dream tonight. So good luck.
Tonight would almost be as exciting as finding out you're in the draft, correct?
Well, anyone can you can apply to go in the draft. Honestly, you can.
I know, but finding out that you're in there, you know what I mean?
the
That
top
you-
20
in the top
tonight.
20, that must
Yeah.
be huge.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Good luck.
So I could apply.
Thank you.
You, mate, we can
If
get
you
your
could
training.
see the way he kicks and throws a ball.
Oh my God, don't.
I'm sure we can tee something up.
We won't be wasting anyone's time with that, Finn. Don't worry. Finno Sul. Oh my God, how well am I
Just call
going?
him Foss.
Foss. Look
Foss.
out for him next year in the AFL, guys.
You got that daydream look in your eyes.
After almost 2 years, 5 continents, it's all coming to an end. in Vancouver.
That's right.
Taylor Swift, the closing night of the Eras Tour, flights, accommodation, and tickets to get you there.
And we want to send you, Melbourne, to the final, the closing show. I'm beyond jealous.
You know who's
whoever
become
wins this.
quite the star in the Eras Tour? Cam.
The
dancer.
The dancer.
Yeah, because he says that
The big
funny
fella.
line.
Big fella, lot of people online praising him for giving a voice and a face.
He's
to
awesome.
larger dancers out there.
You know what? It's so cool. It just seems like the coolest tour of people all the way through. They're all mates. They're all having the time of their life, and they've been doing this for years. Like, you'd have to like each other.
Fun fact: I was down the Taylor Swift hole the other
Oh,
night.
yep.
Cam, the dancer's brother, plays in the NFL with Travis Kelce.
See?
Yes.
Oh, they're like a little travelling
I
circus
know,
all
aren't
together.
they?
Well,
There
haven't
they
we
go.
seen a response to this, by the way? Huh?
13, 24, 10 if you want to go and see Taylor's final show in Canada, in Vancouver, one of the coolest cities in the world.
Let's put him on the standby list. Mel in Montrose, you're on the list.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
That's okay.
Oh, good luck, Mel.
Have fun, Mel.
Beck, good morning.
Hello.
Beck, you're on the list.
Yay, thank you. That's amazing.
Friday, we'll be announcing the winner, so keep your phone on
Wow. Thank you.
When do you normally leave the house in the morning, Beck?
About now, 8:40.
Okay, all right, because next Friday we're going to leave the studio. We're going to take the show on the road, and we are going to rock up at someone's house and say, guess what? We're here to pack your bags.
Amazing. You would love it out here in Bunyip.
Can't wait.
Should
Can't
we
wait
add
to
one
visit.
more? Let's go to Georgia in Craigieburn.
Hello.
You're on the list.
You're on the list, Georgia.
Yay, thank you.
Pumped? You pumped?
I'm so pumped.
Oh,
Tell you what.
my God.
No notice. No notice.
love
We rock up at your house. You got to cancel whatever you got booked.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, my
I-
gosh. Off
Straight
to
away.
Canada to see Tay-Tay. Awesome.
What do you got on next weekend? Anything you'd have to cancel? Weekend today?
Absolutely not.
Yep.
I would jump on that plane.
I'd
in an
cancel
instant.
anything.
Yeah. Dickie, can you cover me on the desk?
Yeah.
I'm off to
You
Vancouver.
wouldn't need to pack much, surely.
No.
Pair of jeans and a jumper.
Yep.
We're away.
Oh, and your wristbands.
Oh, a few wristbands,
Your little,
few
you need
wristies,
it. Yeah. Your chance to get on the standby list tomorrow. You can register via the Nova Player app as well. Be in Vancouver for Taylor's closing night of the Eras Tour. Hey, we're going to check your run to work, latest in news, and then coming up, yes, you spoke about something quite personal the other day on the show, Loz.
On Monday, and a lot of people have spoken to me about it, and I want to talk about it some more because I think every single person in Melbourne can relate to this.
We'll dive into it in minutes. It pains me to say, but you've come up with a very good idea here, Lauren Phillips.
Well, on Monday, I was saying I got a text from a girlfriend over the weekend that I'd been thinking a lot about, actually. We were so close. We used to be inseparable, and we've just lost touch. Like, life's got in the way, and all of a sudden, I've blinked, and I haven't seen her for 5 or 6 years. She's got a baby. I know that because I've seen it on social media, and we've sent each other a couple of messages, but we haven't seen each other, and I really miss her. And I was thinking about it, and it was like serendipity that over the weekend she sent me a voice note saying hello. Anyway, we were talking about it. Jace, you said you instantly thought of someone similar.
Oh, mate, I think everyone's got someone in mind. Like, and for many different reasons. Like I mentioned to you guys, I got 3 kids now. There's friends who I used to hang out with every day.
No falling out, no drama.
No falling out.
Just life's busy.
Life got in the way, and we sort of went on different paths. I know if I pick up the phone, we'd pick up where we left off
I
yesterday.
know, but
And
there's some trepidation going into it, right? Clint, you were talking about one of your best friends that
Yeah,
you haven't
beautiful
seen.
friends, Nicole.
Nicole, you haven't seen her in a couple of years, and we spoke to her yesterday, and it's just funny how that time just flies. But there's these people that in your heart you have an enormous amount of gratitude for the friendship you once held. And coming into Christmas, I always think it's the time that you think, God, I'd love to see them.
Yeah, you miss it.
Well, phone lines lit up with people in the same boat. Belinda in Endeavour Hills, what's your story?
Yeah, my friend Monique, we used to work together 6-7 years ago. She was the best. She was there for me in a really hard time. No judgment, no anything, and it's hard to find people like that.
How much would you love just to reconnect and just have a laugh with her?
I would love to go out with her.
I sense a reunion video.
So that was Monday off the back of the conversation we had, right? We got a DM on Monday afternoon saying, hey guys, My friend Belinda rang today and was on air talking about our friendship. She sounded so emotional. I'm shattered that she's been feeling like that because it truly feels like yesterday we saw each other at work every day. We've got...
What are the odds that they were listening?
I know.
I know. She heard her friend talking about it. And 13 24 10, if there's someone that you know that you feel the same about. We've got Monique on the line right now. Morning, Monique.
Morning, guys. Did you have to replay it? Jesus.
I know, right?
Monique, it's beautiful.
So you're driving along on the way to work and you heard Belinda and you're like, oh my God, this is about me. This is us.
Yeah. Initially, I was a little bit naive to the situation because, like I said, it literally feels like yesterday that there's like no time in between. And then, hearing what she said, I was just gutted that that's, how she's been feeling.
But did it make you miss the friendship as well?
Oh, of course. Yeah, instantly. It's just like, because, it literally just had felt like not 5 and 6 years. Definitely
and
not.
Mon, why haven't you reached out? Is it just almost same
Busy.
reason, just life gets in the way?
Life gets in the way. She has a crazy little toddler, Luke, that, like you mentioned it as well, Jace, that I'm the Clint in my friendship group. I'm the single gal. And sometimes you're just like, oh, they're busy. Like they've got their busy life and a toddler, and we were both work in early childhood, so I get it. And you don't want to be that inconvenience. You're like, hey, like let's go out, let's go do something.
See, I think that would hurt her to know that you look at yourself
but
as
it
an
hurts
inconvenience.
both ways because you're just like, oh,
Just
God.
quickly, Monique, what is it that you love about your friend Belinda?
I'm probably the one that's a little bit more blunt and like straight to the point, where she has always sort of brought me back down and been like, hang on, like look at it from this angle. Even with everything she's been through, she's like a very empathetic person. And I know like if I was to go through anything, like I could definitely reach out and she'd be there for me.
You used to work together. It's been, 5 or 6 years since you've seen each other or spoken to each other. Well, we've got Belinda on the line right now. Girls, say hi.
Oh
Hey,
my
doll.
God, what the hell, guys?
Hello.
I didn't want to
Guys,
upset.
it's not good radio if we're just going to cry.
Yeah, someone say something.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
I can hear the emotion in your voice, Belinda. Was that nice hearing her talk about the friendship?
It was so nice, and I'm so glad that she heard it, and I meant every word. And
what did she mean to you, Belinda?
She was just an all-round friend. Like we spoke about everything. Honestly, we spoke about everything.
Yeah, we've all got those friends, and sometimes it is at work because you leave that at work and you don't carry it with you all day, right? Monique, how nice is it to hear Belinda's voice?
Yeah, really good. And we, Jace, you'll love this. One of the last times we probably caught up, and TJ had a Battle of the Party.
Yeah.
Oh, you were at our event.
Yes, and that's probably like one of the last like decent times that we've been able to catch up.
Oh, that makes it sound like I ripped the friendship apart. Can we not?
Well done, Jace.
Good on you, Jace.
What chance have we got now?
Hey, good on you, girls. We'll let you guys connect off the air, but thanks for getting in touch and being a part of this, because I think everybody listening has that friend that they just haven't spoken to in a while for no reason other than the fact, well, there is a reason. You have kids, you have life, you have jobs, you have new partners, and you just lose time.
Well, it's funny.
You don't mean to lose touch, but that time just flies.
I actually reconnected maybe 2 months ago with someone who I used to spend every day with, and we hadn't spoken in maybe 4 years. And like, you know, there was good moments and bad. She was like, how's your mum and dad? And I'm like, no, well, they've passed away. And, you know, like there was elements we'd missed of each other's life, but then a lot of it we'd just seen on social.
Yeah.
But God, it was nice to have them back in my
isn't
life.
it? And
you know?
13 24 10, if you feel the same way about someone, you never know who's listening.
But
we've got an idea, Melbourne. We've got a big idea.
Don't call them just yet.
Don't contact them today.
Because things are easier in a group, aren't they?
They are.
And we'll tell you our idea and how you can be a part of it next on Nova.
Guys, we have been talking to people right across Melbourne who can relate to the issue that is missing a great mate. For no reason, you've just lost touch, you've lost connection, you're busy, maybe you've had children and you've lost those friends that you had before that. No falling out, no drama. You just think of these people fondly and you wish you could get back in touch. And we have a big idea, Jace.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
Jason Lawrence, Reconnect for Christmas.
Are we
right.
taking the show to the arrivals terminal?
It does feel like that, doesn't it? I mean, this music from Love Actually just makes me smile. Anyway, what we want to do, Melbourne, is we want you to think about the person that you miss. And we want everyone to connect with someone that they miss, not today, not tomorrow, but in 1 week's time.
This time next week, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Think about it. Talk about it.
What
Talk
do you
to
got
your
on?
partner about it. Next
You're right.
Wednesday's the 27th of November. So
Hang
just a month out from Christmas, basically.
It's a night job or a day job?
Anytime during the day. But think about it for the next week. Work out who the person is. And we want everyone in Melbourne to reconnect with someone they love and miss next week.
Okay.
I've got about 5 people I can think
same.
of just off the top of my head.
Same.
13 24 10 if there's someone on your mind right now that you think, oh my God, I'd love to reach out to that person. Maybe it was someone from school you haven't seen for years, someone you used to work with, someone who just brought you joy. What?
I'm just checking because like we should call it Reconnect Day, right?
Yep, we're
And I just
reconnecting
thought,
for Christmas.
I better just check on the 27th. Is there any other days that we might overshadow?
Oh,
you know
yeah.
how there's always
Like
a
novelty
day?
days?
Novelty. There's always novelty days in the calendar. We're going to overshadow National Mother-in-Law Day.
Oh, yes. What are you doing with Wendy on that day?
Unfortunately, Wens, we're going to have to park it because we're reconnecting for Christmas.
That's right. We're reconnecting all of Melbourne with someone they love and
I'm sure
miss
she'll be
for
disappointed
Christmas.
too.
So don't do it today.
But you can reconnect with Wendy.
It's got to be someone you haven't seen in a while, Clint.
Someone you haven't seen in a while. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz right now. I'd love to hear who it is, and they might be listening. We just spoke to someone before who called through to talk about someone, and that person called and said, oh my God, it's me.
I know. What are the odds, eh?
And sometimes we know who they are. We see them on social media. We just don't actually make the effort
And can I just say,
to say hello.
sometimes it's, and you know firsthand, Clint, because you're the most awkward person I know. Sometimes it's hard, that initial phone call, because it's like, oh, hey, it's me. And it's like, oh, cool. Why are you calling? Use us as the excuse.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Hey, was listening to Nova this morning, and they're talking about reconnecting
I
with friends.
was so
and you,
awkward yesterday.
you were way too awkward.
And if I can do it, anyone can do
Totally.
it.
And you don't have to call. Send a text.
Exactly.
Send a text and say, or a voice note. I love voice notes. Hello, it's me. How are you?
I was listening to Nova. They were
I
talking
miss
about
you.
reconnecting with old friends. You were the first one that jumped in my mind. Boom.
I
The
love
conversation's
this.
away. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what? Everyone can do it. It's free. It's something that's going to fill us with joy leading up to Christmas. And you might even catch up with them over summer. And no pressure if you just want to say hello and see how they're going. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. We'd
Yeah.
love to chat to you.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to be a part of it, give us a call. And don't forget, don't ring them. We'll all do it together.
Next Wednesday's the day. Joanne from Tullamarine's called through. Have you
From
got
where?
someone?
Tullamarine.
Tullamarine.
Have you got someone that comes to mind?
Joe?
You have someone? Yes.
Tell
Hello?
us about them.
Yep.
How long's it been?
Her name. Oh, well, she was invited to my 40th, and that was about 8 years ago.
Oh, my gosh.
And I know, and we haven't seen each other since then.
What's her name?
Her name's Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah from Brunswick.
Well, Joe, I reckon we do it as a team, and next Wednesday, Reconnect Day, you reach out to her and be
I will.
and be a part of the day.
That'll be great. Thank you very much.
that.
Hi, Sarah, if you're listening.
Hi, Sarah,
Aw.
if you're listening. We're going to reconnect you before Christmas.
Joanne
It is
misses you.
Christmas and summertime, and it's all those times that you've had with great mates, and you think, God, I'd love to do that again. We might not be able to get that time back, but we can always reconnect with people.
And like I said, use us as the reason, you
And
know,
we were
to avoid the awkwardness.
We were all disconnected for a long time.
Oh,
COVID
absolutely.
disconnected a lot of people, but now's the time just to say hello, let them know you're thinking of them, let them know you love them. I love this.
I
Next
know.
Wednesday, guys, don't do it today. We'll put a countdown on
Guys,
our socials.
I got more than one. I'm going to be making a lot of calls next Wednesday.
It's fine.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
busy.
Yep. Hey, it's just
Send
gone.
a group text if you're in an old group chat. G'day, guys.
Oh, God, the cobwebs are off the group chat.
I
Imagine
love
just a
that.
text coming out of nowhere in the old group chat
when
after a year or
inactive
so.
WhatsApp
Yeah.
I know.
activates again.
Reconnect Day. We want you to be a part of it. Reconnect for Christmas. It is happening next Wednesday, but by all means, 13 24 10 or reach out on socials and let us know. the person you're going to reconnect with, and the story behind it. Coming up next, we are gearing up for a huge event that is taking place in the entertainment industry tonight. We'll dive into it next here on Nova. The biggest artists in Australia are going to be battling it out tonight at the ARIA Awards in Sydney.
G-Flip will be there.
G-Flip.
Kylie, will she be there?
Don't know.
Missy Higgins is getting in the Hall of Fame.
Tell you who will be there.
That was my breakup album.
Tim Blackwell from the Nova Drive Show.
Sound of
Blackers is hosting tonight. In fact, we should give him a ring. I wonder if he's up already.
Surely.
Up already practicing.
Hello.
Is that the host of tonight's ARIA Awards?
Hello.
Stop it.
It is. Good morning, guys. I'm actually on the way in now, so this is going to be the longest day of my life.
Hang on, you're going...
Are you dressed and ready to go, Blackers?
Well, I'm dressed, but I'm not dressed in my actual suit.
You're going in now? What the hell? What are you going to do between now and
they've got
tonight?
rehearsals and things, I imagine.
Preparation is key, guys. Preparation is key to not make a tit of myself and be all over the Daily Mail tomorrow.
Hey, Blackers, congrats. I heard you making this announcement on your show, and it was so sweet to listen to because you were genuinely so excited about hosting the ARIAs.
Yeah, a lot of people say, like, is this a dream come true? I'm like, well, I got to be honest, it kind of isn't because I never thought I'd ever be asked.
Oh.
But I'm like a professional ARIAs attendee, so I'm a bit nervous. Dickie Wilkins gave me some advice. He said,
Here we go. What did he say?
He said, have one drink, but make sure your one drink is 5 minutes before, not 5 hours before.
Yeah.
I think that is good advice
So you get the taste
from
for it.
the host of the first televised ARIAs ever.
You got any support, or is it just you flying solo, brother?
Well, it is just me. I've got a myriad of presenters. Like I'm presenting with Ava Max. And actually, can you guys help me? Do you know anything about, is it Daniel Sibley or David Sibley?
Yes, yeah.
Jace does.
Jace is big fan.
Huge in the UK.
Yeah.
Is he? Okay, give me one thing I can ask him.
Yeah, go on,
Jace.
I've just realised the ARIAs are Australian music, so that's
Ask
not going
something about the royal family, maybe.
He's a guest in our country.
Yeah,
I don't think you should be taking advice from us Blackers, put it that way.
Yeah.
Who's expected to clean up? Because Kid Leroy's nominated, but he's not in Sydney for the event.
No, but we've made him take an ARIA over to Perth with him, so that's good.
Great.
I'm wearing my Royal Otis T-shirt, which you'll see on the Today Show shortly. I'm one of their biggest fans. They're up for 8 awards. Hang on. Thank you, driver, just here. Thanks very much.
Oh, a driver.
Oh, you've got a driver. You are moving up in the world.
Must be nice.
Getting out of gate C. Thanks very much.
So when you say a driver, are you in like some kind of stretch Hummer, or are you in a little hatchback on Uber?
It's actually Uber Comfort.
Bougie.
But I reckon Royal Otis, they're up for 8. Dom Dollar's like the flavour of the month. He's in New York. I think I'm crossing him at the start of the show.
Amazing.
So he'll clean up too. And
what about Kylie?
Ava Max this year too. Well, Kylie's nominated for Best Independent Release.
What?
Are you serious? Yeah, I know.
Really?
A little young up-and-comer that she is. Yeah.
God, you'd feel great if you were in that category, wouldn't you, against Kylie? Hey,
have fun. You're going to be amazing.
Yeah, mate. I've known Blackers for a number of years. I don't know anybody more passionate about music than him. You are going to nail tonight,
Don't stuff it up. Thank you so much. And also, just this afternoon, because Jace, you're in for me today.
Yes, he's filling in.
I'm doing the double shift.
I've heard the show the last few weeks. Your panelling's a bit questionable lately.
The last few weeks.
He's got the wobbly fingers, hasn't he?
So just realise you're on air coast to coast, okay? This is a big deal for you too, 4 o'clock to Savo.
So I just got to give Joel crap and keep Ricky in line. Is that the rule?
And don't play songs over ads like you normally do.
Shots fired.
He really has been listening.
Well done, Blackers.
Shots fired.
Good luck. We can't wait to watch you tonight.
See you, buddy.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you for being a friend.
All right, that is it. We are out of here. You can catch the ARIAs tonight, 5 p.m. on Stan. They kick off if you want to check out.
Red Carpet on Stan.
Red Carpet Arrivals.
And then on the 9 network later in the evening.
Oh, it's on Channel 9.
On the main channel.
Great.
Draft night tonight, guys. We're wishing our
Can we
boy...
watch that somewhere?
Yeah, you can on Fox Footy. We're wishing our boy Finn O'Sullivan, otherwise known as Foss. All
Come
the
on,
very
Foss.
best.
Come
We're
on,
gonna,
Foss.
Let's
rally round this
empower
kid.
him.
Yeah.
Should we become his number number one fans?
Yeah.
Let's go on the journey with Foss.
Let's
what do you
go,
reckon?
Foss.
You know what?
But what if he goes to North Melbourne?
That's okay.
Does that mean we have to barrack for
Arden
North
Street.
Melbourne?
Yeah, we'll get
Okay,
membership.
all right. How does the North Melbourne song go, Jace?
So,
no.
oh, sorry.
So, here we are.
Join in
the chorus and sing it one and all.
Join in the chorus. North Melbourne's on
the ball.
Well
Yes.
done.
Yeah.
Brother.
Gonna be a good day. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials. Nova.